Jumping in to the next fight of the prelims matrix, we've got OG Traps going up against Patience at middleweight. Now, Traps going with the ill-fated sometimes in ECA, but still in real life, the undisputed GOAT, Chael Sonnen, and Patience going with Kevin Holland, who I don't believe is actually retiring. But that's another story for another day. This is going to be an excellent fight and a very fun matchup.
I say it every time. Chael P. Sonnen, and the P stands for excellence. This is going to be an insane matchup. I'm a big Chael fan, always have been. Just love the way he naturally talks on the mic. He's gifted just like that. I think he's the best trash talker in MMA. And
Absolutely.
But going into the game here, he's a bit of a bad pick overall by stats. But for some reason, his boxing, despite being low level, does go a bit hard. It's weird. If you can land those shots, Chael Sonnen is a bit of a striker sometimes. And but let's be honest, his grappling is still very, very high level. His wrestling is some of the best. And going up against Kevin Holland, that's a huge advantage. Despite Holland being a black belt under Travis Lutter, he does not have that. That's basically all he has is that BJJ, but he doesn't use it too often, and he gets taken down quite a bit. We'll see if he can take advantage of that in game.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. I mean, we've seen Hollywood Mud try to go with that Chael Sonnen pick on one of the few cards, and it was very, very tough for him when the fight was on the feet. I do believe that Kevin Holland has so many tools. He has that spinning death kick to the head, very long and rangy. He has the spinning wheel kick to the body. He has a lot of good tools to keep Chael Sonnen at range, and if he can back the wrestler up, he could have a good night here. But on the other hand, Chael Sonnen, he will have a good night if he gets Kevin Holland down to the ground. But then you mentioned the submission stats of Kevin Holland. So, this is a really good matchup. I like seeing people pick different fighters. That's not in their usual. And I can't wait to get this one going between these two.
Yeah, another guy, the Kevin Holland pick, I respect a lot as well. I mean, despite him having such a long reach and great power, it does take him a bit long to get his strikes out. Maybe just due to the fact that he's so long, that 81-inch reach. When guys with the shorter reach get on the inside of him and start pocket boxing, it's a bit harder for him to get that rhythm going, I find. And Kevin Holland is definitely better with his straight strikes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the big drawback with Kevin Holland. If you got a guy that's really good with pressure in your face and can really stand inside of your kicking range and get you into that inside boxing range, it can be kind of tough. You want to establish that space and keep that range with Kevin Holland. But if you're able to do that, Kevin Holland, and get your rhythm on, you will have a really good night. We'll see how Patience will be able to do with that. Let's get it going. OG Traps in the red corner, Patience in the blue. Let's go.
Got some support for Traps in the chat here. Already going for the takedown, getting denied though. Patience now putting him on the back of the cage. Breaking immediately, getting caught with a jab.
Nice combination there, and into the body there from Patience. There goes Traps to the takedown. Beautiful defense there from Patience.
Nice jab straight again by Traps. Going in for the takedown. He's relentless right now, but every time Patience has denied it, got to set it up a bit better. Nice dodge.
You got to settle in the fight. You got to make some reads here. That was a nice single leg there. He's going to dump him down to the ground. Now we're going to see if Patience will be able to make it off the ground. We know he has solid takedown defense, but what's his bottom game like here? And what is the top game like of OG Traps? We're going to be able to see that right now with this Chael Sonnen pick.
Nice fakes here, undeniables by Patience. Just not trying to give him any position. Gets him immediately. Beautifully done. OG did not know what to do right there.
Yeah, so far it's looking like it could be a tough night for OG Traps. He's got to look to establish a rhythm here, try to find what's working. He's shooting for those takedowns way out of range here. And there goes Patience, sprawling another takedown. He's going to stand it back up to the feet as expected.
And you got to think when he's denying them this early, it's doing a lot more damage to OG Traps on long-term stamina. But he gets a suplex, beautifully done there by OG Traps, flicking back on his stick as he drove him to the cage, knowing he would defend only the single takedown.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite takedowns there is that suplex. Once you take their back, a lot of guys don't expect it or even know how to deny here. But this is the ECA, it's the best of the best. But so far, we'll see if Traps will be able to make something here happen off the ground. Patience has been able to weather the storm and get up every time. Hot mount here for Traps. And look, he got that get up transition, which is one of the easier transitions to deny.
Yeah, maybe just due to the ping. The ping was very high, over 330, but it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely. I would do it.
I would like to point out that whenever these strikes are landed, we can see the damage on Patience, but not on OG Traps.
Yeah. True.
Like whenever, so I don't know if what's happening here, but nice flying knee puts him down. Maybe it won't even matter at all. immediately,
fix
but
that.
I think the HUD is it doesn't matter anymore really, but the HUD is definitely off there for OG traps. Maybe the glitch happened in the lobby where they changed settings, but I heard some of the uppercut right there.
Another takedown. Stuffed again from Patience here. Patience displaying none of that. He is getting right at his man here. Beautiful kick to the body and then down
I don't
low.
think. So I was gonna say I don't think Traps has thrown a strike within like a minute here. He finally did. He was just getting pressured nonstop. And I think he's a bit scared to throw against Kevin Holland here.
Yeah, he's got to get on the inside. More of that. That was a nice 1-2 landed to the chin of OG Traps. He's got to keep going. And I mean, he's taunting here, but like you said, Mitch, he's got to get the hands going because even when the fight gets to the ground, Patience has shown that he's able to get back up.
Yeah, immediately he's using undeniables. You know, he's got a very good understanding of the ground game and how to not let someone just immediately deny you off the bat. And beautiful flying knee there after he had him hurt as he started ducking down into it. I mean, Patience is playing patient so far. He's playing the best he can. I think he's doing what he needs to do with Kevin Holland, not overly committing to too many strikes, and it's paying off very well.
Yeah, definitely paying off. There's that huge flying knee that sat OG Traps down. Want to give a reminder to everyone, I will be recording submissions for Knockout of the Night, Performance of the Night, Submission of the Night, and potentially Fight of the Night. Let's get it going.
It's caught with a jab straight, but also eats a knee in the process. Traps got to be careful. That jab straight hurts him immediately. Gets to knock. Wow, that didn't do much damage.
Oh, no, yeah. Thought it did too, but Patience still steadily on his feet here. I mean, just a testament. He hasn't taken much head damage in this fight. There's that nice takedown there from OG Traps.
Posturing up, seeing if he can land any significant strikes here. Doesn't at all. He only lands one through the block and then immediately gets reversed by Patience.
Yeah, this is the problem. I mean, it's the game plan of OG Traps. It's not working here. And I think the Chael Sonnen pick is failing him. If he's not able to hold and establish these positions, it's getting rough. Patience has been able to get it up to the feet where there hasn't been much of a threat from Traps besides a couple 1-2s there like that one.
Yeah, and then just the consistent jab straight. He hasn't been doing much with it at all, to be honest.
Nice
Body
kick
kick
to the
does
body.
land for Patience.
The tempo of the fight, where it goes. That's a nice 1-2. Ooh, slams him down. Now Traps, he's going to have to hold this position here and try to go to work. He's got to do damage. He's got to be able to keep Patience on the ground if he wants to be able to score some points and try to get himself back into this fight.
Now posturing up into the the stack guard position, landing some beautiful shots here. He actually got a stun there.
That's one of my favorites right there, that stack full guard there. The way you're able to chain that and fake and then just go up and land bombs. It's some powerful strikes there, and Traps really utilized that very effectively. Now he's throwing the hands a little bit more too, Matrix. A nice uppercut there through the block for Traps. Ooh, big elbow for Traps now. Landed some nice strikes here at the end of the second.
Yeah, it's weird that he's letting his hands go more into the orthodox position with a low switch stance and Chael Sonnen. Feeling just a bit more comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. May just need more reps at southpaw, but seems to have the striking rhythm going here. Another takedown for OG Traps.
Yeah, and you gotta wonder how much stamina he's been expelling this entire fight with the way he's been playing, just relentless takedowns nonstop.
Nice denial there. Traps going to posture up, take the action over into the half guard.
And Traps just really trying to control on the ground. I mean, I know he wants these strikes, but it's not working too well. Patience has really good ground and pound defense, and it's almost a bit of stalling. And I think he's a bit worried on the feet still, too.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. Just kind of wanted to survive to the next round. He had a couple good shots there, landed a nice elbow, clean 1-2s. But Patience, what he can't do is he got rocked. Patience cannot get sloppy. This is the ECA. Anything can happen there. But there's that clean 1-2 from Patience. He was banging that all night. Here you'll see that beautiful one and then a hook there from Patience. That stumbled Traps back a little bit. This is a good fight But I think if Chops can make some adjustments here, like start throwing his hands, even if it's in the stance that he's in, he could have a little bit more success. Third round, let's go.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I was saying I think Traps right here should be going out on his shield and really going for that finish because he definitely could be down 2-0 right now.
Matrix style, right? Oh, guys, I didn't even get to present, man. This is the BMF champion right now of the ECA I'm commentating with. I mean, what an honor, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. That's definitely one of my greatest accomplishments here. But OG Traps getting the takedown. But yeah, alongside the ECA belt, that's definitely my second biggest accomplishment, or maybe
Yeah,
Hall of Fame. Either way. Thank you very much.
Now going for that arm triangle. Of course, brother. Let's see if he'll be able to get that here. I think Patience is really well versed on the ground here, doing really good, keeping the pattern not consistent. Is forcing OG Traps. He's going to let that go here and try to figure something else out.
And the undeniables here from Patience, he's been very consistent with them, not giving any rooms for Traps to breathe. Sometimes you do an undeniable, it doesn't work quite well. You can actually get reversed immediately in some positions or denied immediately. You got to be really careful. And then he got caught right there with the get up and transition as he was in full guard. Got reversed as he went over from full guard to half guard, got reversed.
Yeah, definitely. So you definitely have to be careful with that. But so far, Traps seems to be holding position really well now in this third round. I think it took him a little bit to kind of settle in and figure out what's going on in the fight. It may be too little too late unless he can pull off something big here. I think if he tries to go for that stack guard position, this is a good position here for him now right here. Top mount. He's going to go for that arm triangle again. Or excuse me, arm bar.
Yeah, not sure if he can do much with it though. Seems Patience has a lot better of sub defense than OG Traps' sub offense. Catching up just a tiny bit, but so far over halfway to the escape for Patience.
Yeah, Patience definitely going to slip out of the back door here and get out. Props to Traps. He's trying everything he can to try to get a definitive finish. Like you said, Matrix, I do believe he could be 2 down. Traps could be winning this round, perhaps. Had a lot of good control time, but Patience here now on the top. We'll see what he'll be able to do here. He's going to get it back to the feet as expected. There's that front kick attempt from OG Traps.
Yeah, Traps definitely showing he wants to finish the fight, but these things happen. Sometimes you just can't be done. If he had someone with better sub offense, he might have gotten that sub there. But Chael does not have the best subs in the game. Gets caught with a front kick though. Jab hook lands as well.
I think if he would have picked an orthodox fighter with some better boxing stats, he would have a lot more success. He has nice combos, which we've seen in the second round, but I think this wrestling approach just kind of failed him here in this fight. Patience has just been able to just stuff and stay defensively sound enough to not really take too much big damage besides that stun in the second round.
Yeah, I think so far that we're going to see a decision here for Patience, and it's just going to be a close fight. In terms of, OG Traps was trying very hard. Patience definitely took the first 2 rounds, but I think Traps there was gaining a bit more momentum in that last round.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think if it was a 5-rounder, perhaps we could have been seeing a different result here. But 3 rounds, man, you got to work your way up to those 5-rounders, and you got to adjust and make a game plan that's conducive to 3 rounds. And I think that wrestling approach did not work for OG Traps. We'll see. He did give a valiant effort. He's an ECA competitor for a reason, but Patience, I believe, is going to get the victory here. And it's looking like
it doesn't look like it at all. It looks like OG Traps is going to get it.
Oh my gosh!
And he does.
My God. I quit.
I don't know what I was watching then, I guess. Maybe I don't know how to commentate fights anymore. But
you know what? It may sound like we're haters. We're absolutely not. But we're sitting here, watching the fights. And I thought OG Traps did good, had a lot of control time. But I thought Patience was outlanding him, was defending really well on the ground. I thought he won that fight. But, hey, props to OG Traps. He got it done. I mean, yeah. EA Sports.
It's in the game, I guess. It definitely is in the game. I'll tell you that. Fuck. Oh my God.